Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. 7 protesters killed in Sudan amid calls for civilian disobedience. This article is taken from Sudan Tribune. Sudanese security forces killed 7 protesters in fresh anti-coup demonstrations on Monday, triggering calls for civilian disobedience nearly 3 months after the military takeover. To disperse protesters, the security forces now use lethal tactics and military weapons, including machine guns and heavy machine guns such as DDHK or Dushka, and armored vehicles. The Pro-Democracy Central Committee of Sudanese Doctors, CCDD, which deploys medical emergency teams during the protests, said the security forces killed 7 protesters. The medical group added that about 100 others are wounded by bullets and other weapons. Monday's casualties brings to 71 the death toll of protesters killed after the coup of October 25th. The anti-coup demonstrations took place in Khartoum State and Wad Madani of Al Jazeera State, as well as other towns in several states. During the past weeks, the Sovereign Council pledged to investigate the killing of protesters, the attacks on hospitals and medical personnel, as well as media offices. On Monday, the Sovereign Council held a meeting to discuss the security situation with the participation of its 3 members of the signatory groups. After the meeting, the military-led collegial body issued a statement praising the cleverness of the security forces. The council added they showed restraint and dealt wisely with protesters to ensure the protection of civilians. The council further regretted the chaos and violence by protesters, which violate the right to peaceful demonstration, further stressed the statement. The use of excessive violence against protesters raised condemnations by trade unions and professional groups from different sectors. For its part, the Forces for Freedom and Change, FFC, called for a 2-day general strike in response to the bloody crackdown on protesters on Tuesday and Wednesday. Let this period of civilian disobedience be a period of gathering, uniting, and preparing our revolutionary forces to fight the decisive battle to overthrow the coup authority, reads the statement. In a joint statement, the resistance committees in Khartoum State called on its groups to completely close Khartoum and erect barricades everywhere. They further called on all professionals, employees, and workers everywhere to establish their committees in the workplace and to coordinate with the resistance committees in preparation for the general strike and the implementation of civil disobedience on the 18th and 19th of January. It's interesting how this killing of, I assume, unarmed, from what I've read, unarmed demonstrators, because I've never seen anything said that they were armed. The most violence that they seem to cause is throwing back smoke grenades, canisters at the officers. It's interesting how this protest, this deadly protest, 71 people killed, by the security forces of Sudan, of the junta. But it's not getting any traction in the Western news. Whereas the junta in Mali is getting plenty of traction and it's being sanctioned. But I don't hear the West trying to isolate the Sudanese junta while it's isolating the Malian junta, which is fighting an insurgency. So there's a need for a junta, I believe, in Mali, but there's no need for a junta in Sudan because it's a as far as I know, it's a peaceful country. So it's very interesting, the hypocrisy here of the West.